What's up guys, Mixology Matt here. Today's a very special day. I'm joined by the one and only Jess Morton. She runs the Toronto Institute of Bartending's program. I'm actually an alumni myself. You guys are in luck because we're gonna be making
3 gin cocktails that every bartender should know. Let's get it.
So we're making 3 gin cocktails, but before we get there, it's important to understand what gin actually is. So Jess, tell us, what is gin made out of?
So gin is a botanical-based spirit. Usually the base is like some sort of grain or malt, but the key component is the juniper berries. Technically, it's not a gin without it.
So I find a lot of other people might ask me like, oh, can I just substitute Hendrix for this gin? I always try to tell people, no 2 gins are alike. Sure, there's juniper, but all the other botanicals are different.
Yeah, it's up to the producer's discretion at that point, how creative they want to be. And that's sort of the thing with what you see on the shelf. It's either a London dry style or something similar, or a wild card to try and stand out on the shelf.
We've got a few wild cards today. I can't wait to show you what's coming up. So we're gonna be making a Tom Collins. This is one of the foundational gin cocktails. It builds on our sour template, which has lime and simple syrup. I'm gonna show you guys equal parts, and Jess is gonna be my judge. I'm gonna try the drink a little bit later. Shall we?
Yes.
Let's do it. So the key thing to start with is our freshly squeezed lemon juice. So 1 ounce of our freshly squeezed lemon juice. Could you use lime, Jess, in the Tom Collins?
Absolutely, but technically it would then be a gin Ricky.
Who is Ricky? I want to meet him. Yeah.
Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all water under the fucking fridge.
Yeah.
2 birds stoned at once.
Listen,
Yeah.
making this drink doesn't take rocket appliances.
Yeah. Oh my God. So now we're going to be adding in our 1-to-1 cane sugar simple syrup. 1 ounce of this. Up next, we need our spirit. Jess, you ever had our cucumber lemon gin before?
It's gonna be my first time trying it.
Should we make it a single or a double?
Well, let's do 1.5 ounces.
Ounce and a half. Okay, now it's time to ice up our shaker.
We have our beautiful clear cubes from the Ice Chef.
Let's get her done.
I don't know if this is gonna fit in there.
It won't.
It won't. Oh, is there a bigger, beautiful clear cubes from the Ice Chef by bartenders for bartenders? We can make it work.
Okay, now we're gonna strain out this bad boy. Hook me up, let's do it. Because we shook this so hard, we need to double strain. How high can you go? We gotta leave some room for our soda.
All right, and we have our beautiful Fever Tree Club soda. It's gonna work perfectly in this Tom Collins.
For our garnish, we have a classic lemon wheel. Very simple. I'm just gonna give this a few dunks in here. I think we might need to
Give it a stir.
give it a stir.
Go like underneath the ice a little bit. All right, and there you have it, our beautiful Tom Collins cocktail. Let's give it a taste.
I'm curious. How does the Empress stand up?
It's in there, but it's not overwhelming. It's actually very nice.
You know what? That's pretty solid. I could crush way too many of these.
Yeah, so now we're gonna make a Corpse Reviver #2. I've made a lot of these over the years, and I think one thing that people forget about it is that it is meant to revive you, hence the name, after a long night of drinking. We're gonna start with our lemon juice first. 3/4 ounce of our lemon juice. And then we're gonna go in with our triple sec. We're gonna do 3/4 ounce of this one as well. And now we're gonna add in our Lillet. 3/4 ounce of this as well.
This is a fortified wine. Keep this bottle in the fridge, please, and thank you.
Yes, please. And now we're gonna finish off with our Capriol gin from Italy. Also 3/4 ounce of this. It's
got a lemon and bergamot flavor. It's gonna pair really nicely in our Corpse Reviver. So it's time to add in our ice. We're gonna shake this up. I gotta know, why is it Corpse Reviver number 2?
So Corpse Reviver number 2 is after the Corpse Reviver number 1. Both are sort of hair of the dog kind of vibe to revive you after a long night of drinking, but the Corpse Reviver number 1 is not necessarily as approachable. It's got brandy, apple brandy, and sweet vermouth. So very strong, more wood-based aged spirits versus a refreshing botanical spirit, which is what gin is.
The first one sounds tough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that the morning. Oof, no.
It sounds more like an end of the night beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That'd be a fun next video. Corpse Reviver 1, 2. Is there a 3?
We're gonna find out.
We gotta make our own. Ready to shake this up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go for it. That was a good whip shake right there.
Right? It's not like it's my job or anything.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
So to finish off our cocktail, we're gonna be doing a spritz of absinthe, and then we're gonna add a dehydrated lemon wheel.
Oh yeah. I don't know what caused me to do that, to be
That
honest.
was amazing. Like, I'm going with it. And here is my dehydrated lemon. And this is our lovely Corpse Reviver number 2. Yeah. You wanna give that a try, sir?
Don't mind if I do.
That takes me back in time.
I gotta try that again, just for good measure here. That is amazing. The Lillet and the triple sec have a nice harmony. I really like the taste of this gin, the citrus, and of course, I'm still getting a little bit absinthe from the previous experience.
Yeah, doubling down on the absinthe.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have never had a Corpse Reviver, this is your moment to do it. Order it the next time you're at a cocktail bar. Promise you won't regret it. It is time for a third gin cocktail that you should know. It is called the Martinez.
So original Martinez is 1.5 ounces gin, 1.5 ounces sweet vermouth, a little bit of maraschino, and some Angostura bitters. Stir it down, strain it into a coupe, and you're having a good time. We're gonna do a little different today.
We're gonna do a little different because we have actually done a Martinez video. Check it out on my channel. You're gonna wanna see that one for sure.
We're gonna start with our dry gin, 1.5 ounces.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of Dylan's dry gin. It brings a lot of amazing botanicals.
And in this variation, we're gonna use Lillet instead of sweet vermouth, and we're gonna go with 3/4 ounce. And for our last ingredient, we're gonna throw in some cassis. We're gonna go with 1 bar spoon.
Time to ice it up. Crystal clear ice by my man, the Ice Chef. By bartenders, for bartenders. Use the good stuff, okay? None of this hotel ice, not today. Throw one more.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm excited to try this one. I feel like the Lillet, the cassis, is gonna work really nicely in this one. And for the garnish, we have a dehydrated orange wheel that we split in half. We're just gonna drop it right on the side so it kind of touches. There you have our Martinez number 2 cocktail. I'm super excited to try this one. Let's give it a go. It smells nice. I mean, I just get gin off the top here.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's tasty. The Cassis Lillet does lean more sweet, but that's to be expected in a Martinez style cocktail. That is really good.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, the fact that there's 1.5 ounces of gin in there is the dangerous part.
Yeah. You can taste it, but it's not like just the spirit. It's very nice.
And there you have it. You made it to the end of the video. Those are your top 3 gin cocktails that every bartender should know.
Well, please check us out, torontobartending.com, if you want to learn more about our bartending certification program.
Amazing. Thank you again for coming out, Jess. Where can people find you online?
So you can check me out on Instagram, which is bartender.morton, M-O-R-T-O-N. Reach out to me there.
Perfect. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And as always, we don't just make drinks, we make smiles. Catch you on the next one.
Salud.